Well, hello gang, this is Jim, KC9VKV. Well, as some of you may or may not know, there was unfortunately some trouble with the 1524 Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog air check recording. So in lieu of that, it gives me a chance to review some cuts from my KC9VKV highlights department. So for now, enjoy and wish us better luck next Friday. Well, we continue with our journey through time and space. During our KC9VKV highlights review, meet Mike, W4TMG, as we celebrate a La Follette, Tennessee sunrise, courtesy of Mother Nature and some great 2-meter VHF skip propagation. The date, 8/29/17, time 6:15 a.m., 147.360 megahertz, PL 107.2 hertz. The La Follette, Tennessee repeater, distance 240 miles. This morning, you're just in time for La Follette, Tennessee sunrise. It is that time in the mountains of northeastern Tennessee when life begins another day. And through the magic of radio, we can share that moment. Give me a break. Where's my coffee? On the serious side, meet Mike, W4TMG. He starts his day off by plugging into the La Follette, Tennessee repeater, checking in to see if anything's new and how his friends are doing. Now, you'll notice that from time to time I misspeak when I refer to Mike's call sign, but in the end we finally work it out to where we are both saying W4TMG. Or should I say, I finally get it right. Now, here's your La Follette, Tennessee sunrise. In our discussion this morning, we're talking about amateur radio and all of the aspects of that. And I wanted to ask you, Mike, about your younger life and growing up. Did you always decide or think about being an amateur radio operator, or how did that go?
No, sir, on that there. Shoot, I was a CV operator for since back in about 74 there, and all the way up to about really 15, 16 years ago there. I'm just totally over on him right now. Of course, now I have got a brother there. Back when I was 5, 6, 7 years old there, back in the mid-60s there, he was a ham operator. Of course, for him there, it was CW there.
Roger. I guess some folks are just naturally inclined to be CW operators. But I tell you what, boy, I am glad that the FCC dropped that code requirements, because that did keep me out of ham radio for about 40 years. I just had no, I knew I had no concept to be able to use code. Now I could send code. I mean, I've got I think two words that I can send. One is hello, and the other is SOS. Past that, I'm lost on codes, Roger.
That's a Roger on that, yeah. And I returned here back in March. I've been put me up for me now a big tire, HF and all there. That I've got right now. I've got everything up except for the beams there and everything. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Roger. Now you're going to do a HF beam. What kind of beam would that be?
Got the high gain 4-element beam there. It's really what, 10, 15, 20. I put a 40. I'm putting I run got it on the antenna, but I ain't got it up. 40 meters hit on it there, so I'll have 10, 15, 20. 10, 15, 20, and 40. Then I've got 6 meters going up. Then I've got 2 other beams your 2 meters and 440. And I probably put up on a very tip top of it there, Diamond 50X, the ground plane, for 2 meters and 440.
Roger. Now, that's kind of a lot of weight. What kind of a rotor are you going to use?
Of course, I've got I got the CDE there, IV there. That's 4, but that's the same thing as the high gain rotor and everything. I'm pushing just a little bit over the limit according to the wind load.
Roger, Roger. Well, I've got one of those new 28 wire. I'm only kidding. I can't understand why it would take 8 wires to run a rotor. You know, that just seems like crazy to me. I mean, you know, Radio Shack did it with 3 wires, Roger.
Roger on that. And see, I'm also going to, I've got I really just maybe 2 meter 440 out there, and I got a little, what they call a gazebo outside, and I got one, my shack's inside there, and I'll be able to run 2 different controllers there. Of course, you got to break the 8 wires there, switch it from one to the other there. But now the Radio Shack, more STB antenna rotor, you can't run 2 on them.
KA4OAK repeater.
Roger, Roger. Now we're talking with Mike, W4DMT, on the La Follette repeater 147-360 this morning. Getting about 8 lights coming back. Just really solid copy. And Mike, do you live at the top of the hill, or are you down in the valley?
Now you can confirm with the repeater there. I'm down in the valley there.
Roger. Well, I mean, compared to this repeater, everybody's in the valley compared to the height. But this is about, what, 3,600 feet?
Yes, sir.
Roger, Roger. Yes, I think this is just one of the this one and Mount Mitchell. Now, Mount Mitchell's got considerable height advantage over this one. Mount Mitchell is 6,600 feet, where this one's 3,600. But you know, and the height makes a real big difference, although you know it all relates to where you are in regards to what you're receiving. And Mount Mitchell from me is about 400 miles. This repeater at La Follette is about 240, but this one is in about every morning. Roger.
Roger. Yeah. Yeah, we sort of got a crew on your early morning crew yard to roughly to about 8 o'clock, 8:15 there. Of course, now that's some during the day too there, but we got the, I call them the, I don't know if you know on up there or not, the restaurants are, Hardy's restaurants there, because used to, well, a lot of the older men there, after they retired, they would meet up there down there, this little fast food restaurant there.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Yeah, we've got the same thing here. Our group of the guys meet every, you know, I forget what day. I'm not part of that group. You know, those are the older guys that pretty much, you know, are in charge of the local amateur radio club, which I keep threatening to join, but I'm too busy chasing VHF DX, Roger.
Yeah. Where did you say up where you're at in the KY there?
Roger. We're just across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the mighty Ohio, right at Louisville. So we're, like I say, about 3 miles from downtown Louisville, in a little town called New Albany, Indiana. And now we do have a little height advantage in that I think we're about 100 feet above average terrain. We are about halfway between the Ohio River and the Knobs, Floyd Knobs, and that Floyd Knobs is about 900 feet. We're just on one of the higher parts between the river and the Knobs, Roger.
That's a Roger there. No, I've got a brother who lives up in Frankfurt there. Of course, KY there.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, it's, I like going, because of the Knobs, I can't go north because it's just working right into about 900 foot of rock. And the Knobs kind of wraps around at this point, so I can't go west because of the Knobs, the same situation, But I can go south and southeast and even northeast. Somewhat, so you have to take advantage, I guess, of what you're left there. So although I can't go north and west, I can go the other directions, Roger.
Roger, can you get into 145, 470 there?
That is Cross Mountain.
Yeah, that's more of this repeater and this is actually in seeing distance each other there.
Yeah, Roger, as I understand it, these two repeaters, the La Follette and the Cross Mountain, are just a couple of 100 feet apart from each other, Roger.
Yeah, more or less, yeah, they're both up on Cross Mountain there.
Roger, but I have worked both of them, and both of them simultaneously, and they both have independent conditions. A lot of times when one is faded out, the other's just faded up, so I remember a couple of Qsos we would just swap back and forth, Roger.
That's a Roger on that.
And you wouldn't think that two repeaters just a few 100 feet apart would actually have independent conditions. You'd think they would be all part of the same condition, but no, that's not true. I guess they're traveling in slightly different troughs, and it also makes a difference, a big difference at the receiver point too. Although the look angle from my Yagis to those two repeaters would be almost the same. It would be exactly the same. A couple of 100 feet, 240 miles away is like the same target. But sometimes I've got a bunch of Yagis. I've got 3 towers and 4 20-foot pipes. And I run 4 rotors and have all these antennas come in. One of those antennas is a stack 7s, the other are single 7s, and they all come into a 6-position rotary switch. And in about a second and a half, I can run through the rotary switch a couple of times, and I can find the hottest signal right in the middle of somebody transmitting a sentence, like I usually have them deployed, like I have one going south. Just leave it going south. I have one going north, and I leave it going north. And then I have usually two different look angles in the east and between east and south, and Then I have the GP9, which we just got up to about 70 feet. And that antenna is really neat. At 70 feet, a GP9 is just, oh boy, just copies of, stuff 200, 300 miles away. But the problem is, when you start transmitting on a GP9, you're knocking on a bunch of doors.
Yeah, Roger on that. I think I better sort of back up and get on the and monitor there, because I see you guys down here in talks and everything, and I'm sort of hogging the frequency there, and so I tell you what, let's get thick at you there. Let me get back on the side and monitor a little bit there. I think some people are trying to get in there and not getting through there.
K4OAK repeater.
Roger, Roger, Mike. Yeah, me too. We'll say 3s for now, and I'll be on the side. KC9VKV, 3 miles west of Louisville.
Alright, W4 TMG there. Mike here is standing on the side and monitoring there.
Mike, just before we go, that was a W4 Dog Mary Tom, Roger?
No, W4 Tango Mike Golf.
Thank you. I knew I better check that out. Tango Mike Golf, Roger.
Roger.
Thank you, sir. KC9VKV listening.
KG4LGL, good morning there, Jim.
Well, Kevin, good morning to you, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good this morning. Gotta get ready to go to the doctor. Something I dread doing, but I gotta go.
Boy, I guess I'm sorry to hear that on the one hand, but then, if you need to go, then that's, being able to get there, that's a good thing. Then it'll help you, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, I heard you in there this morning. Wanted to say good morning to you, and heard Mike in there. Good morning, Mike. And anybody else that's in there. KG4LGL, good day.
Kevin, the channel boss, down on the Follett repeater.
Okay, good deal. It sounds like there's another person or another repeater trying to come in there.
Station transmit, you got a call sign to go with it? For ID. Good morning, Kevin, Jim, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. How's it going this morning?
Going pretty good. I've been sitting here listening to you and Mike talk. Ed, did you ever make it in there to the big radio?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to fix some breakfast now.
Yeah, I figured that's what you was doing.
Good morning, Ed. Good morning to you, and good morning, Jack. Whoever else is in there. KG4LGL.
Hey, good morning, Jack. Good morning, Ed and Kevin, both there. And I'm going to step away from the radio and go and get me something to eat there. And going in the house to get something to eat there. So I'll be back shortly. So W4 TMG.
Go on in there and eat your omelet.
Will do, Jackaroo.
See you, Mike. WXYD.
Boys?
You know I'll be kind of off my usual schedule this morning, don't you, Jack?
Yeah, you got something going on, I know. But I feel sorry for you. Haven't looked at Ugly Sam. try it. Sure will. I switch radios, can you tell?
You back on 3200?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I pay attention, I can tell nothing, but you sound good on both of them.
Yeah, it sounds mighty good down towards Louisville.
Roger on that. Yeah, this is a Yazoo 3200. Once you got fusion and everything on it. I think it's got a little tinnier audio, don't it, Ed?
Yeah, just a little bit, but it's nothing to worry about. It still sounds good. Alright, well, let me go on over here to the kitchen and take care of this, and I'll catch you in a little while. KW4UX.
Alright, WX4ID.
Yeah, Jack, does that, I've got 3200. Does this repeater do digital?
No, it don't.
Roger that. I like the way Yazoo handles their digital, you know. It's just, instead of having to program each channel that you're going to use digital separately, you can just go to digital on any of the channels and just leave them programmed for, you know, for regular FM and not have to separately program them for digital.
Roger on that.
Yeah, now this 3200 I got came in a sick little puppy. It the guy thought that he had actually programmed something out of the from his microphone that caused it to not function. But what happened was the 3200 is susceptible to static charges coming in through the mic cable. And what happens is they don't have a really good decoupler for getting rid of static electricity that comes in through the mic port. And what happens is it comes in and hits the microprocessor in the front end and then locks it up. And once you have a locked up microprocessor, the only remedy is hopefully that you can reset it, Roger.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That would be a problem, sure would. And let me get off here for a little bit. I hear my wife up in here. I'm going to go see what she's doing. I'll be back. WX4ID.
Roger, Roger, Jack 3 is underway. And we're going to jump out too and get some breakfast. Hate to leave these beautiful conditions down to the La Follette repeater 147 360, but got to get something to put in the tummy, so we'll say threes to all you guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Enjoyed it. KC9VKV will be clear.